Welcome back to Review the Pay-Per-View. Today we have No Way Out 2001. It was a good show, fun show, but as always, let's get into it. To kick off the show, we had the hardcore title on the line. Raven put up his title against the Big Show. And while Big Show was coming down, a woman would, like, all in black and a mask. She was like distracting him. Raven would come up the ramp with a stop sign, try to hit Big Show, but he was able to stop him and use the stop sign against him, hitting him with like 3 stiff headshots. Big Show would be in control for a little bit, but a popcorn guy would deck Raven with popcorn, I guess knocking him out. He tried to go for a pin, but Big Show broke it up. It was not really revealed, but it was revealed by commentary that it was Crash Holly. Steve Blackman and Bob Holly would both come out and start attacking the Big Show, but behind their backs was Billy Gunn from the other side of the ring, hitting a famouser to Raven for the pin, making him the hardcore champion at the moment. Bob Holly would hit a diving leg drop to Billy Gunn, and Big Show would start throwing out Bob Holly, Steve Blackman, and all them, but behind his back would be Raven to get the pin, making him the champion once more. Ended off, we had a chokeslam from Big Show to Raven onto a trash can for the win. That was it. No more title changes. Big Show was the hardcore champion. 2.5 stars. It was silly, but fun. Next up, Chris Jericho puts his Intercontinental Championship on the line against X-Pac, Chris Benoit, and Eddie Guerrero. This is my first 5-star rating. I like this because the little story that was here where Eddie and Benoit being part of the Radicals, teaming up to fight Jericho and X-Pac. During the match, Benoit would pin Jericho and Eddie would put Jericho's foot on the rope, and Benoit would be like, "Was it you? Did you do that?" But Eddie was like, "Oh, it wasn't me." And then to the point where they actually started fighting each other because Eddie broke up Benoit's pin. Benoit would hit a diving headbutt to Eddie, then Benoit would get scissor kicked by X-Pac, then a roll up from Chris Jericho for the win. 5 stars. Leave it in the comments. Next, we had Trish Stratus versus Stephanie McMahon. This all happened because Trish is banging Vince and Stephanie doesn't like it. Your typical women's wrestling back in the day, Trish would get somehow water all over her, and Stephanie would be spanking her, and just both ladies would take each other out. And then William Regal would come out, take the ref out, have Trish pin Steph for the 1-2. Then he puts Stephanie's foot on the rope because Vince told him earlier, "You'll know what to do when the time is right." And he puts his foot on the rope because he doesn't know what to do. He's confused. He doesn't know what Vince wants. So he hits a neck breaker to Trish for Stephanie for the win. And let me just tell you, that's not what he wanted. 1.5 star. What were you expecting? Next up, we had a 2 out of 3 pinfalls. Stone Cold Steve Austin versus Triple H. The first fall will be a 1-on-1. Second fall, a street fight. And if it came to a third, it would be a steel cage. The match would start off in a brawl in Steve's favor, and he would start focusing on Triple H's arm and try to injure it so he can't lock in the pedigree. Triple H would make a comeback and start focusing on Steve Austin's knees, and Stone Cold will reverse a top rope move from Triple H into a stunner for the first fall. Street fight would start off on the ramp with 2 suplexes from Stone Cold to Triple H. Triple H would also get hit in the head with a TV monitor from the announce table. Stone Cold would just multiple chair shots to Triple H just on his back. It was brutal. Stone Cold would pull out a 2x4 wrapped in barbed wire, but he didn't get to use it because he was low blowed by Triple H, and Triple H would bust open Stone Cold with it. Triple H tried to hit a pedigree to Stone Cold on the announce table, but Stone Cold would reverse it, flipping him onto the Spanish announce table. There'd be more brawling outside, and then they would come back in. Triple H would hit Stone Cold with the sledgehammer to the head, and following that would be a pedigree for the second fall. Steel cage would start off with Triple H just throwing Steve Austin onto the cage in the inside. Triple H would pick up the 2x4 with barbed wire and start cheese gratering Stone Cold. Stone Cold would get out by grabbing a chair and just smacking Triple H over the head with it. And of course, he would get a cheese grater himself. Match ends like Step Brothers movie, where Stone Cold would have a 2x4 and Triple H has a sledgehammer. They smack each other, knock out, but Triple H would fall onto Stone Cold for the win. 3.5 stars. It was fun, it was brutal, and let's go on to the next match. Next we had Jerry Lawler versus Steven Richards of Right to Censor. If Jerry won, Kat would get naked in the middle of the ring, I assume, but nothing really happened. Kat would hit Jerry with Ivory's Women's Championship by accident, and Steven would get the win, and then they just take Kat with them and just cover up almost like in a bag, like they're kidnapping her. 1 star, I don't know, come on. Next up, the tag team titles were on the line. The Dudleys put their titles up against the Brothers of Destruction and Edge and Christian. It would start off with Edge and Christian kind of just running and hiding from everybody, but the Brothers of Destruction would throw out the Dudleys off the stage and start focusing them. The Dudleys would come back, stiff chair shots to both Kane and Undertaker, and then Bubba would do a slingshot with Edge to Christian, but Edge would be holding the chair and he would smack Christian. I don't know if I said or not, but this was also a table match. Rikishi and Haku would both come out and start attacking the Brothers of Destruction, pretty much taking them out of the match. 3D to Christian for the win. 3 stars. It was fun. And for the main event, Kurt Angle puts the WWF title on the line against The Rock. The Rock would start off in control with, some smooth reversals and his damn stupid shaky kicks that he does. Kurt would take back control of the few little belly to bellies. Kurt was on the top rope. He was going to do some sort of maneuver, but The Rock would hit the ropes, making Kurt Angle, fall, slip. But he would hit a superplex to Kurt Angle. Get this, Big Show would come out, chokeslam the ref, chokeslam Kurt Angle, chokeslam The Rock, all because he lost to The Rock, because he was supposed to be part of this main event, I guess, if he beat The Rock. But he didn't, and he lost, so he was being a sore loser, just chokeslamming everybody. More referees would come out and just start focusing on the injured ref. And while they're all distracted, The Rock would grab the title and smack Kurt Angle for a 2. Kurt Angle would start focusing on The Rock's ankle with a bunch of kicks and, some angle locks. Angle kicks out at 2 from the people's elbow, then he low blows The Rock. Kurt Angle would throw The Rock onto the exposed turnbuckle for an angle slam after that for a 2. I thought that was it. So The Rock uses the turnbuckle as well and then hits a rock bottom for a 2. But if you watch the video, Kurt doesn't kick out, but the ref says it's 2, and everyone's just like, what the hell's going on? So The Rock hits another rock bottom for the win, making him the new WWF champion. But it was so confusing, the ending. 3.5 stars. I could have done without the Big Show coming in, but I'm still confused on that ending. And that was the show. It was very good, fantastic, minus 2 matches. And next week, we're looking at Fully Loaded 2000. And this Sunday is also AEW's Revolution. I will be watching, but reviews might be coming out maybe Monday. It's going to be on a Sunday night. I work Monday, so that's what it is. As always, everybody have a good weekend, and I'll see y'all on the review.